Get ready for the biggest action in sports. We are kicking things off with the announcement that EA Sports UFC 6 is dropping this June. This massive fighting game is set to redefine realism with new features like markerless capture and sapient technology, promising the most authentic fighting experience yet for Xbox Series X, Series S, and PS5. We're talking about evolved striking systems and brand new modes like Hall of Legends, and the legacy that let you truly experience the stories of UFC greats. Pre-orders are live right now, so jump in and secure your copy today.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we dive deep into the shifting landscape of the UFC rankings following the recent UFC Perth event. Carlos Prates made a massive statement by defeating Jack Della Maddalena, catapulting him to the number 2 spot in the welterweight division, pushing Michael Morales down 1 spot. We also saw Quillen's Salkeld debut in the lightweight rankings after a huge knockout of Beneil Darius, signaling major movement across the division. But the action doesn't stop there. We are also looking at the broader implications of these changes, especially concerning Islam Makhachev's potential title shot. Reports are swirling that Ian Machado Gary is positioned to challenge Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title, with the expectation that this massive showdown could headline UFC 330 in Philadelphia on August 15th. Plus, we'll look at the heavyweight debut of Brando Pericic and other significant upsets shaking up the top tiers. And to wrap up this explosive news roundup, we have the full breakdown of the latest rankings, showing how fighters like Carlos Prates soared past Michael Morales and how the entire hierarchy is being rewritten. Don't miss a single detail of this MMA shakeup. Stay locked in because we have more breaking news coming right after this. EA Sports UFC 6 has officially released details, promising players the most realistic and authentic fighting experience yet. The title is slated for release on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PlayStation 5 on June 19, 2026. Pre-orders for the game are now live on the Xbox Store, with the base price starting at $69.99. Xbox Game Pass members can receive a 10% discount through EA Play. The new iteration of the game focuses heavily on realism, incorporating evolved striking and motion systems. Key features highlighted include new fighter bodies built with sapient technology, real-time contact utilizing ragdoll physics and impactful damage reactions, and markerless capture for authentic locomotion and signature strikes. These advancements aim to make athletes move and react like their real-life counterparts, ensuring fighters feel distinct with unique styles where strengths and weaknesses have tangible consequences. Beyond the core gameplay, EA Sports UFC 6 introduces new modes, Hall of Legends and the Legacy. These modes offer immersive storytelling, allowing players to experience the histories of UFC greats or forge their own paths, capturing the emotion and determination behind lasting legacies. For early access, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will receive a free 10-hour trial starting June 12th. Furthermore, the Ultimate Edition will grant early access starting the same date, removing the 10-hour time limit. EA Sports UFC 6 is set to redefine authenticity in the octagon. The latest update to the official UFC rankings has sent ripples through the organization, particularly in the welterweight division, seemingly confirming speculation about a major title challenge. Following a UFC Fight Night card in Perth, Western Australia, notable shifts occurred that point toward an anticipated showdown between Islam Makhachev and Ian Machado Gary for the division's championship. At UFC Perth, Carlos Prates delivered a career-defining performance by brutally stopping former welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena in the main event. This victory significantly altered the title picture at 170 pounds. Prates' performance propelled him up 3 spots in the welterweight top 15, securing the 2 ranking in the division. Conversely, Della Maddalena dropped 3 spots to 4, while Ian Machado Gary ascended to the 2 position, displacing Prates. This realignment strongly supports recent reports suggesting Machado Gary is positioned to challenge Islam Makhachev for the title, with the fight currently expected to headline UFC 330 in Philadelphia on August 15. Beyond the welterweight scene, other significant movements occurred. Quillan Salkeld extended his unbeaten streak by knocking out top-ranked lightweight contender Beneil Darius in the co-main event. This victory gives Salkeld 4 finishes out of 5 UFC bouts and breaks him into the lightweight top 15 at number 12, while Darius slipped to number 14. In the heavyweight division, Brando Pericic debuted in the rankings at number 15 after securing a stoppage victory over Shamil Gaziev. Finally, in the flyweight division, Steve Erceg moved up 2 spots to rank 10th following a unanimous decision win over Tim Elliott, who dropped 1 position to 12th. These results underscore a dynamic and rapidly evolving landscape within the UFC rankings. EA Sports has officially unveiled details for its upcoming fighting game title, UFC 6, confirming its release date and highlighting significant gameplay and content updates. The game is slated for release on June 19, 2026. For early access and exclusive content, players can secure the Ultimate Edition for $99.99, which includes a 7-day early access window and additional bonuses. EA Sports has also revealed the cover models for the game. Alex Pereira will feature on the Standard Edition covers, while Max Holloway will be featured on the Premium Ultimate Edition artwork. Pereira expressed his dedication to the project, stating, "Representing Brazil on the cover of UFC 6 means everything to me. This is for the fans who believed in me from the very beginning. EA Sports made my fighter look as powerful as the real thing and nailed my left hook. The fans will get the true Potin, Chama." UFC 6 is being marketed as the most realistic and authentic fighting experience, yet driven by new technological advancements. Key features include enhanced ragdoll physics and a focus on individualized fighter mechanics, ensuring characters move and fight with a distinct sense of personality. The game will maintain an M rating, emphasizing its intense and untamed violence, following the precedent set by UFC 5, which pushed the content boundaries beyond a T rating due to damage system adjustments. New single-player content is also a major focus, with the introduction of modes such as Hall of Legends and the Legacy, allowing players to explore the stories of legendary fighters or create their own journey from novice to icon. This return signals a renewed commitment from EA Sports to the combat sports genre, following the franchise's evolution from the Fight Night series to its current UFC focus, a shift made possible after THQ's exit. While the series has historically followed a biennial release schedule, it now appears to be on a 3-year cycle. IGN previously awarded UFC 5 a 9, underscoring the franchise's high quality, and anticipation remains high for whether UFC 6 can sustain this momentum. The Ultimate Fighting Championship has unveiled its latest official rankings update, signaling a significant shakeup in the welterweight division following the recent UFC Perth event. Carlos Prates has surged past Michael Morales to claim the number 2 spot in the division, climbing 3 places after defeating former welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena. This move places Prates just 1 position ahead of Morales. Meanwhile, in the lightweight rankings, Quillan Salkeld debuted, successfully defeating longtime veteran Beneil Darius at the UFC Perth co-main event. The rankings are determined by a voting panel of media members who assess top fighters by weight class and pound for pound. The full rankings list numerous top contenders across various divisions, including Islam Makhachev, Ilia Topuria, and Khamzat Chimaev leading the pound-for-pound charts. The UFC anticipates further adjustments to these rankings around the time of UFC 328, scheduled for May 9, 2026, in Newark, New Jersey.